How we doing? That's better, isn't it? Wasn't sure you could hear me, but I'm certain you can hear me now. Let's do that as well. Right, okay. Let's get this show on the road. Let's turn on AEROFLY RC8 and select the right window. There, done. Brilliant. All right. How are we doing? So, what I was especially interested in doing today, hey Caleb, how you doing? Is flying some airliners in formation, and just happens I've got the A380. Hi Moira, Dave's RC. So, I don't know, I just get these random thoughts in my head, so I thought I'd do a bit of a formation flying. So let's so to do that I have to record one flight and then replay it while I'm flying it alongside. So let's record. Boop. So have we all had a good weekend? Having a good weekend, I should say. It's not over yet. I have a nice bottle of Shiraz waiting for me. It has my name on it. Hello, hello, Dave. And gear up. So, just going to do a little bit of flying around with the A380. Because they're big, graceful machines, aren't they? Busy working, Moira, what's that about? At the weekend? Some of us have to, I guess. Depends what your line of work, your line of business is. Have to, well, I tell you what I've been working on. I've been working on my YouTube channel all weekend. Editing video. I did 3 model test flights this morning from one of my sponsors. Oh no, what the heck happened? I'm sorry, I got a bit of a dodgy cable sometimes on my transmitter. I'm going to start again. Anyway, that's what a crash looks like. So record again. Oh, okay. How many rooms, Moira, in your B&B? Am I right in saying it's in Ireland somewhere? I guess weekends are the busiest period for you, time of the week for you, if you're running a B&B. So again, I'm just doing some nice gentle flying, recording this flight and then I can fly alongside, hopefully, just for fun. Oh, okay. Glamping, eh? Glamping. I went glamping down in Weymouth way back when the Olympics were on over here. That was a lot of fun. It's a lot nicer, isn't it, when you don't have to put your tent up. County Cork, awesome! What a beautiful part of the world. My grandmother used to live in County Leitrim. Yes, thumbs up would be appreciated, Dave. It all helps. So yes, I was up at 9 o'clock I was out at 9 o'clock this morning. Test flying 3 models. And I'll be releasing the flight test videos over the next few days. I'll certainly look it up, Moira. If I'm ever in that part of the world, I'll come over and say hello. You never know. I'm doing a lot more travelling now my kids have moved out. Alright, so let's put the wheels down this time. No, I don't have a mix. I'm doing it myself. I like to do these things manually. Yeah, true, not too far. Oops, slightly off the wrong way. Alright, so recorded that one. So if I stop and play and pause. Thanks, Silvera. No, why can't I say? I can't see Mum. What's going on? Oh, I know. I'm being daft. I haven't done this for a while. I didn't uncheck the checkbox. Here we go. Right, let's line them all up. Play. Two A380s, you can't beat that. See if I can catch him up. Oh. I'm throwing it around a little bit. Thing is, I can't remember if this is a slow pass or a fast pass. It's a fast pass. Fairly sure this is a slow pass with flaps down. I think you're right, Moira. They wouldn't be too happy, they'd be screaming. That's not bad, is it? Well, there's the trick. How am I flying two jets? I'm not. One is recorded. I recorded it a minute ago, so I recorded that jet, and then I'm replaying it. So the one behind is me flying now, and the one in front is a recorded flight. Wheels down. Nice. That was pretty good. Alright. So I'm going to do the same again, but I'm going to do it at a different location. Let's do Bennett Field. And I'm going to load the MD-11. I really... that's not it. Where's the MD-11? Go to Jets. MD-11. And... let's do Swiss Air, load, and let's put him over there and record. So I'm recording this flight first. Here we go. Gear up, flaps up. Yes, for definite. It's all about muscle memory. I'm not really having to think too much about what I'm doing. I've been doing it so long, but it helps sharpen your skills, that's for sure. It's like anything, practice makes perfect, really. So this is what I'm using. It's the same type of transmitter. Well, it's the transmitter I use for flying all my ARC radio control models. So when you buy the simulator software, you buy the software and the cable that links your desktop PC to your transmitter, or you can buy a dummy transmitter from them for a little bit more. Let's do a slow pass down the runway. Power away, flaps up. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed, then maybe you'd like to think about clicking the subscribe button. Hey Owen, how you doing? No! So I should have been going a bit faster. Have to start again. That's a little annoying, but that's why we practice. So let's try that again. Yeah, mistakes happen. We'll try again. Passengers will definitely be throwing up now. I am inverted. Remind you of that film Flight, when his elevator was broken and he had to fly inverted. Oh, that's a good question. How many? I don't know, maybe 50, something like that. It varies. I'm going through a bit of a purge at the moment, and I'm selling a few or just getting rid of them because it's just taking up too much space, and I've got more coming. So for example, Hobby King, I've got 4 new planes coming from Hobby King this week that I'll be reviewing over the next couple of weeks. So all these things take up space, and I've got this room and I've got one room upstairs. Fortunately. Well, it sounds like a sensible number, Moira. I certainly don't fly my planes as often as I should, because I'm too busy working on the YouTube channel, really. Right, so let's flaps down. wheels down. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Didn't crash this time. Probably an intermediate pilot myself. You'll always find other people who are like amazing in comparison. Okay. And let's stop that recording, play and pause. So there we go. So we've got our recorded model, and I think there's a bug, interestingly, so it's chosen the default scheme for it, and I am flying the Swissair scheme. Flaps up. Let's play. Oh, that was good. Sometimes you just accidentally get it right, and they do actually come down the runway at the same time. This is difficult. If I can get them vaguely together, this will be a miracle. I think I'm ahead. Slow down, slow down. No. Oh, where have I gone? Oh, there I am. I took a slightly tighter loop. Let him catch up. Hey Og, you believe I'm actually reading chat and flying 2 jets at the same time? So I'm doing 3 things. How do I do that? Here we go. That didn't work very well, did it? I've forgotten I'd done a knife edge. Oh dear God. And I think this is where I banged in the flaps, isn't it? Flaps, flaps. Ah! Way ahead. And gear down. What? Somebody explain to Nishkant. Thanks for explaining to him, Moira. Right, that was good. What should we do next? I'm only doing formation flying today. Let's do something wild and wacky. Let's do the SR-71. For a giggle. Oh, I did press the record button, didn't I? I couldn't remember. Memory like a goldfish, I swear. You didn't see that? Record. Try again. Third time lucky. So SR-71 Blackbird no longer flying. It was the United States stealth aircraft of its time, probably was it 1960s, 1970s? In the same era as Concorde, really, but surpassed by other generations of stealth plane. Like, I guess the F-117. Stealth bomber, stealth fighter. Most difficult plane I've flown. Good question. I think turbine jets are the most complex and the most difficult to fly, and certainly you are more nervous of flying those than anything else. They can be quite dangerous, and quite fast. So I've got a turbine powered sport jet that does about 250 miles an hour. Don't get to fly it very often. So every time I fly it's like the first time. And I am quite nervous. So that's probably consistently the most difficult thing to fly. I guess any time I fly a plane for the first time, it's quite challenging. So I get sent models by sponsors. So I had 3 to a flight test this morning. That's quite difficult. Helicopters I find quite challenging. I don't fly helicopters very well. Only scale ones probably. That's what I'll do next actually. I'll do some formation helicopter flying. Right, so one more pass. I'll put the gear down on this pass. No, let's do one more pass. Gear down. Here we are, landing the SR-71. And down. And brake. Oh, excuse me. That, stop that. Play, pause. Move. So we take my active model, put him at the end of the runway, turn him around. Move him over a little bit. We're ready to go. Here we go. SR-71 formation flying. Hey Greg, how you doing? Had a good weekend? Oh my word. Got that wrong. Start again, possibly. Right, play. So Greg, you have it. I know Greg bought AEROFLY RC8 recently. You haven't let me know how it's going, Greg. Are you enjoying it? I bet in real life, I wonder if they actually got two SR-71s ever flying next to one another. I kind of doubt it. Oh, nice, mate. Lucky devil. I really must take time off from just video editing and filming and fly my own jets sometime. Have you got RC8, Greg? If you have, then yeah, we should definitely do that. That would be fun. Just let me know when. Oh. Don't know what I was doing there. Got ahead of myself. Slow pass. Gear down. Tell you what, you have to make sure you're looking at the right one. Better sound effects. Yeah, some of them aren't that great. They do respond quite well to feedback, though. I have to say, if you told them that, they might do something about it. It depends which ones you're talking about. Nearly crashed into myself. Oh, there we go. Parked virtually on top. Right, what was it? I was going to do helicopters, wasn't I? That'd be different. Let's go here. Will do, Silvera. Thanks for dropping in, mate. I'm pretty sure I have heard of your channel. No. I'll definitely look it up. Let's go to Bavaria. There we go. So it's going to load a heli this time. Let's go with the Tiger. Turn it around. Put it over here. Record. You could kind of imagine sound is kind of one of the last things they think about when it comes to a sim model. Concentrate more on the graphics and the physics, I suspect. So I don't think this will turn out very well, but we'll try. So let's just come in for a bit of a hover. Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it? The funny thing with this is, Greg, you might have discovered, I think you can change the time of day, so you can change it to be dark, but it's pointless because there are no models with any lights on them. At least not ones, I haven't come across any anyway. There might be, but there are so many models in this thing. Right, so let's land. And stop. And start and pause. and play. You crashed. Is difficult. Flying helicopters is so much more difficult than flying planes, it really is. But I wouldn't mind one, a scale heli like this, that'd be fun. I don't do the aerobatic ones, I just can't do that. Flying inverted and all that caper. Oh, he went over the top of me. And land. Not bad. Yeah. Yeah. Get to my age, my brain doesn't work as quickly as it used to. Slow aerobatics. That's probably why I'm liking airliners more and more these days. They're just so much slower. Right. Last one. Let's do one more. One more. What should we do? We should do a Warbird, really. FW190 or Corsair, or we could do Spitfire actually. Although it's not a brilliant Spitfire, I don't think, in this sim. But we'll do the Spitfire. So, and this does sound. I think this does sound quite good actually. Flaps. Record. Here we go. Oh, not a very good takeoff, was it? I tell you what you should try, Greg, that's the Digital Combat Simulator. You'd like that. That's free. It comes with 2 models, 2 aircraft, full-size aircraft. Absolutely free. You buy add-on aircraft. Of which I've bought several. A-10, Spitfire, Yak-52, Su-33. Oh, too much elevator. Biplane. Oh, what biplane that was. Oh, on the, okay, yeah, I know the one. Can't remember what it's called. But yeah, that is a quite good 3D model. Right, slow pass. And gear down. See if I can not bounce the landing. These tail draggers always seem to bounce. But I did land the P-51 the other day and it didn't. No, screwed that up. Not bad. Yeah, Greg. Now, let's just stop that recording. Yeah. My buddy Al and I've got the Kristen Eagle and the Yak 52, and we've done quite a lot of formation flying recently with that. It's brilliant. Have to be said, the Kristen Eagle, the visibility is not great, but it's much better with the Yak 52. We prefer that for formation flying. Right, so play pause. There's my Spitfire there. Let's turn it around, move him up a bit. So Oak Game was asking, am I flying it with a controller? Yes, so that's what I'm using. My DX18, which I've been using for 6 years and is really reliable. I know some people say they don't like Spectrum, but I do, and it works for me, and I've never had a problem. And if you find a transmitter, you want to find one that you trust, and that's what I use. Works really well. So when you buy the software, AEROFLY RC8, and you buy the cable that goes in the back of your transmitter, or you buy their dummy transmitter. Excuse me, I'm yawning. Too much fresh air today. Right, ready? What? I maybe had my brakes on. Danny. I had my brakes on, that's why I tipped forward. Just like the real thing. Aye, that's not bad. That's not good, Moira. So you should be able to, if you send it to, I don't know, Nexus Models maybe, then, well, whoever you bought it from, they should be able to send it back to Horizon in Germany to get it sorted. Fortunately, they don't have service centre in oh dear, they don't have a service centre in the UK anymore. Right, so I hope I haven't got my no, I haven't got my brakes on this time. Idiot. So last flight of the day. Can't beat a Spitfire. That does look good, doesn't it? I mean, if you're going to do formation flying of anything, Spitfire is the thing to use. Come on, come on, come on, catch up, catch up, catch up. Oh, come on. No, it's not it's not a Merlin. No, shame, isn't it? It's not bad though. So that's it, I think, for today. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Greg, Hayder, yeah, Greg, Moira, Og, Silvera earlier, Gunsel, Ryan, Owen, and Moira, Caleb. Thanks very much for tuning in. Thanks for watching, and we'll do it again sometime. So you've been watching the Essential RC YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, then click the subscribe button now. Doing lots of stuff over the coming months. We're going to shows with, no doubt, catch up with Greg, do a bit of filming of the shows and fantastic models that we see at UK shows, the RC shows like Wings and Wheels, which Greg helps organise, and Western Park that the Bishop family run, and all the large model association shows, and lots of other stuff going on, as well as filming and flight testing new models. We've got 4 new models coming from Hobby King this week. Lots are happening with Hobby King, and I was just out this morning flight testing 3 products from Banggood.com, so look out for that one being loaded up later today. So thanks for tuning in, take care, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and have a good start to the week. Take it easy. Cheers.